Every year, millions of students put on long black robes, square hats, and walk across a stage to receive their diploma. It's one of the biggest milestones in life. But have you ever wondered, why does graduation look like a medieval ceremony? The answer goes back more than 700 years, to the very first universities. The world's first universities were founded in Europe during the Middle Ages: the University of Bologna in 1088, the University of Oxford in 1096, the University of Paris around 1150, the University of Salamanca in 1134, and the University of Cambridge in 1209. At the time, most scholars were also members of the church. That's why professors and students dressed like the clergy. Long robes weren't just formal clothing, they were everyday academic wear. And those hoods? They weren't decorations. They kept you warm in cold, drafty lecture halls. By the 14th century, academic dress became a symbol of scholarship. The gown was standardized, and the hood began to represent rank: bachelor, master, or doctor. Even the colors of the lining told you what subject someone studied. And what about that square cap, the mortarboard? It evolved from a clerical hat called the biretta. Some say the flat shape symbolized a book, the foundation of learning. Others say it just looked dignified. Either way, it stuck. The tassel, you move from right to left? That's a much newer American twist, a symbolic gesture of officially becoming a graduate. When the first American colleges were founded, Harvard in 1636, William and Mary in 1693, Yale in 1701, Princeton in 1746, Columbia in 1754, and the University of Pennsylvania in 1740, they copied Europe's academic traditions, including the robes. But as more schools opened, each began developing its own version of caps and gowns. By the late 1800s, academic dress in the US was a confusing mix of styles. That's when, in 1895, an intercollegiate commission stepped in to standardize the rules: black gowns for all graduates, mortarboards for undergraduates, and hoods lined with colors representing each academic field. Blue for philosophy, green for medicine, purple for law, are a system still used today. So why do we still wear medieval outfits in the 21st century? The answer is tradition. Graduation isn't just about finishing classes. It's a rite of passage that connects you to centuries of scholars before you. When you put on that gown, you're stepping into a ritual that began in the Middle Ages, a reminder that education is bigger than just you, it's part of a 700-year legacy.